Alright, I know I'm a shit welder, but you know, hey, it should hold. And if it doesn't, well, I'll do a better job welding it next time. And there I got that mounted. I know, it's janky, but it feels solid when I shake on it, so guess we'll see. Axles are welded. Boom, boom. So, they ain't clean welds or nothing. You know, I cleaned up the metal before I started welding, obviously, but you know, that was pretty much about it. I got motor mounts welded in. The front one's there. The back one looks like a pile of shit, but it's solid, and it's there as well. So this is all just test and trial and figure things out anyway. So if something breaks, well, I'm making it so it's easy to pull the motor right back out and fix whatever breaks and do a better job on it next time. Alright, we are getting closer. I got 3 mounts down and it's bolted down. And none of this stuff is pretty in either of my welds. I know they're ugly as shit. Got the axles in, I got the coil in and wired, I believe, correctly, and I believe I got the distributor wired correctly, but we shall see. I got the fuel pump hooked up, and I'm working on the alternator now, and I already know how I'm going to hook up the clutch, which I'll show you guys in a little bit here, and I'm not sure on the throttle yet, but I got to figure out where those wires go to on the back of this alternator. So I got to go do a little bit of research. Alright folks, things are coming along pretty well here. We're getting real close. Let me show you what we're working with. Alright, got the radiator bolted back in. Got the cage bolted back down with the bracket welded back on. Got the starter all hooked up back there, and I already tried cranking it and it does crank over. Of course there's no fuel in it or anything yet, but here. And the noise you heard buzzing, that's the fuel pump. I don't have the fan hooked up yet. That'll be hooked straight to the ignition like it used to be with the 650. And I'm not sure if I need these little 12 volt solenoids or if they're even 12 volt. I don't know. There's 2 of them on this carburetor. I am going to try to go without them for now. But I got all the extra areas plugged off. This that goes to the EGR and to the vacuum advance on the distributor. Hey, it's crappy. There we go. For some reason, it was right on here that broke off. I just put some silicone over it, and then I put it up there on the carburetor. I don't know if it'll work up there or not. Worst case scenario, I'll have to find a way to hook it back up where it was. But for heater hoses, I just ran one heater hose right to the inlet on the other heater hose and cranked it down. This right here had a couple little air things coming off it and here, and I just siliconed them off for right now. There was some kind of pressure sensor, I'm assuming, but you know, it is what it is. Just trying to get this thing to fire up. And now I'm about to put some water in the radiator, make sure it isn't leaking anywhere from just gravity. If it is, get those hoses tightened a little better. And then I'm gonna put a fuel tank on this, try and fire it up. There's another thing I wanted to show you. The old fuel tank used to have a nozzle that came out right here and went up. And I cut that off, put a piece of steel plate on here, did a crap job welding around it, and then I put some liquid tar, it dries for like roofing, all the way over and around the whole thing, and hopefully that'll seal it. If it doesn't, Then I know like at the auto parts store, like at O'Reilly's or stuff, they have this liquid you can just pour inside the fuel tank and put the lid on, shake it around, and it seals everything on the inside. Just heard about it yesterday. So, and up here, this is where the old, I had to make this hole a little bit bigger, and I put this on off of a 99 Ford Explorer for the fuel cap, and this is where the float was for this original tank that went to the 650. So I'm still going to use the original tank, and this is off a 99 Ford Explorer that I have out in my junkyard.